Yeah, which I didn't do before. Okay, go connect streaming software to go live. Okay, now I'm seeing that, okay,
We are live.
Instagram is going live.
Yes, we
Yes.
are live.
There we go. Now we know how to do this. Hi, Patricia.
Hi.
For everyone here with us, we're figuring this out for the first time, and we're very proud to women that we figured out Instagram. Yay.
Yes.
Patricia, thank you for being here with me on my page. I want to get to know you a little bit more, and I want my audience to know what an amazing person you are. Just please let me know how you help people emotionally regulate and achieve well-being.
Well, thank you very much for inviting me, and I am really happy to be here on this platform. How people regulate the emotional well-being is they really have to understand their emotions, because emotions go up and down, and if you're not clear on what you're feeling, it's very, very important to understand that too. So they need to step back and take a moment and understand what's happening. Give it a name. Even I even say give a name to emotion. If you're angry or sad or happy, give it a name, because once you do that, it clarifies things and it helps you move forward.
And if somebody is going to think of coming to a life coach, what is your approach? How is it different than others? And is there a certain age somebody has to start thinking about life coaching themselves or approaching a life coach?
Life coaching is not therapy and it's not counseling. A life coach offers you tools and they give you methods of how to improve your life, change your life, be positive, have your strengths, and so forth. So they can come to me, and what I do is I sit down and I listen. I listen to what's happening, I listen to their story, and I end up customizing everything and giving them clarity on what's the next step. So there's different age groups. I usually start with 35 and up. I love the dynamics of younger and older, because you'd be surprised what people can bring in, especially in a support group atmosphere that I have. So you'd be very surprised, really. It's just amazing how that support group can really help each other and get clarity. But
Tell
when
me
they
more
come,
a little bit about the support group. That's so exciting and juicy.
yeah, yeah, support groups are important. What I do is I bring them into the room and I let them talk about their first challenge or struggles. You can't go to a family member, because when you do, they come into your life and they take it very personal. So when you're in a support group, it's non-judgmental. It's giving you a platform to be able to tell your story, to feel safe, and to really get that, really know how you feel about what's going on. And having other people in that room is amazing, because we all kind of, offer our experiences and our wisdom and whatnot. I do direct it, but it's very engaging when you have a group of people together, and it's very,
100%.
very rewarding.
Learning from peers, peer education at all levels has always been, because that way you understand that you're not the only person passing through that journey, that's somebody else. And I think you learn more and you take that person more seriously if they're passing through the journey right now. And I understand that you said that you have had a lot of lived experiences of many of the emotional, maybe traumas or experiences, and you've navigated through, right? I think that makes you unique, because not everybody who's read a few books can actually guide a person through their emotional turmoil. Can you let me know a little bit more on that?
Yeah, I have went through childhood trauma. I ended up, my father raised me. My mother left when I was 4 years old. I didn't have a role model at all. My father was actually an alcoholic, and I was raised by the stepmother, and she was very, very strict and very abusive, verbally, physically, a lot of different ways. And I also was sexually abused by her uncle for several years. So I had a lot of trauma as a child that I had to go through. So having that and no role models, I got involved with getting married. And when I got married, I was searching out for attention and love that I didn't have when I was young, but I didn't know that at the time. So going through a marriage of 12 years, it ended up, it was a, it unfortunately We ended the marriage through different things that he did. And then I raised my children at 6.5 and 2.5. So I was a single mom trying to survive life. I did it. In a sense, for me, I feel I had a lot of personal success, but it wasn't easy. And you have to really work on yourselves. If you don't do that, you will be stuck and you will never gain clarity and you will never be able to move forward or have peace in your life because you're struggling those past demons. So I really have to stress that.
Yeah. Yeah. Moving on is very important. Learning, they say, don't forget, but do forgive, because forgiving is very calming to your own soul. But if you hold on to grudges, but not learn, then you're not really moving on. So I think every life experience that comes through has some kind of a teaching point that can give you.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what I've done all the time. I look back, I reflect, what did I learn from my mistakes? Where can I improve? Where can I make changes?
Yeah.
And I continue to do that every day, even today at my age. I mean,
Of course,
life moves on and we all have circumstances, right?
I think the day we decide to stop learning is the day we cannot improve anymore. It's a decision. It's not age related.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
yeah. And I, like we were saying offline, I think every day learning something makes your brain definitely healthier. So it can prevent a lot of brain diseases. So let's challenge ourselves.
Yes, I'm so for healthy living and healthy lifestyle, and it's a balance of different things, right? Your emotions, your surroundings, your eating healthy, your physical health, your just emotional health. It's really, really important, and I tell my clients all the time is pay attention to your body.
And this is exactly what I wanted to have this discussion, because at the end of the day, I always tell my clients that healthy lifestyle is standing on 4 solid and equal pillars. One cannot be replaced by the other. And it's diet, exercise, sleep, very underestimated, and then positive mindset. And 70 to 75% of women are the ones who have autoimmune diseases. That's what the statistics say. It's not just me, it's a whim. No, it's actual solid data. And it's shown that overthinking of women is the one that actually creates that constant stress, and that constant stress eventually becomes this chronic disease that brings up all the problems. So finding a way to cut negative thoughts. And we were talking a bit earlier. I was very young when I read this book, the positive mindset book, The Power of Positive Thinking. And it was extremely helpful. And I think every decade I've read it a few times again, and every time it's a different perspective. And it says that when you have negative thoughts, then you can identify them if they're repeating. If the same thought just keeps on repeating, unfortunately, happy thoughts do not repeat themselves, only negative thoughts repeat themselves. So it's a good way to identify and then cut it. Sometimes I would just, stop what I'm doing, wash my face with cold water, because I know that my mental health deserves better than whatever that problem is. Repeating in your head in a loop doesn't help. And when you are having a positive mindset, that allows you to have self-belief and self-love. And when you do that, you start investing in your health. You start seeing that it's worth to do, like you are worth it, because healthy lifestyle is not easy at this day and age. The whole world is against healthy lifestyle, right?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. That's why I customize all my programs for each client, because not everything is a cookie cutter situation. And you have to really sit down and really find out what is bothering them. What is this stress? What can you do to change it? And again, positive thinking is so important. If you stay in that negative emotion all the time, you can't grow.
Yeah.
You can't grow.
Yeah. Patricia, if people want to reach out to you, what is the best way for them to reach out to you? And do you conduct on virtual or in person? What is the method that people can, receive your services and your help?
Well, I'm actually unique. I have a little bit of combination of both. I do in surrounding areas of this Mississauga. You can come and visit my events, but the first thing is to definitely sign up, reach out. You can text me, set up an appointment if you want, and or consultation, and we can talk about further situations about whether you're going through any struggles or anything like that. And then we can set up different appointments of customizing your programs. But definitely text me, we can talk, and we can discuss further things. And then I customize them. But I do have live events and online events as well, which is workshops every month. And I also do the support group and personal coaching one-on-one.
I'm putting in the chat for our audience your email address, and then people can actually look into it and benefit from that. If they have trouble finding you on Instagram, then they've got your email.
That's great. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Patricia. I hope our audience benefited, our mutual audience. Like healthy is not only in body, it's healthy mind, body, and soul. And the three of them, when aligned, only then true health is achieved.
Oh, I completely agree. Completely agree.
Thank you so much, Patricia. I hope everybody enjoyed our chat.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good rest of the afternoon. And we'll have this recording available for other people who couldn't join today.
That's great. Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.